Good morning. So I have a couple updates. First is the Bitter TapHouse. They are at 2nd and Monterey Street. And on last Thursday night at the Planning Commission, they had a conditional use permit that was up. And there was a presentation on the project. At the end of this video, you can see the public comments from there. And in that YouTube video, you can also see the agenda packet if you want to look at the layout. But great public comments about the walkability and the bikeability of this project and where it's located. And at the same time, all the infrastructure that's going to be going in around 2nd and Monterey for bike parking. Recently, it was Monterey Road was paved, and at the same time it was paved, it was created into a bike route. There's new ADA ramps, there's high visibility crosswalks, there's actually a rapid flashing beacon that crosses right down the street, crosses over Monterey Road. So just lots of great infrastructure on that place. This project was at risk initially of being denied by staff because of a lack of car parking spaces. In 2020, we just can't operate like that. There's several things they need to change in order for that to happen. One of them is the citywide bike parking ordinance that we introduced. That needs to be approved. There's conditions inside there that are incentives for developers and projects to remove car parking, and at the same time add bicycle parking. That is the type of language that really needs to be in here to make it strong. And also the off-street parking requirements is a code that we have that needs to be changed as well. And also the downtown bicycle parking plan that our commission and myself drafted several years ago played a part in this as well too, to show the infrastructure that's going to be coming into place and not creating any kind of roadblocks to be able to put just a simple U-frame, inverted U bike parking right in front of this location, especially when it's needed right now. The owners really want to capture on the people that can walk and can bike downtown, and this is a perfect project for that. Another thing that's coming up on Monday is at the city council meeting. This is the only meeting that's not canceled this month because there's a lot of information that they need to go over. So there's Measure B education encouragement funds. Now, some of you have been following this know that last summer, our Bicycle Pedestrian Commission had an update from VTA. And the way that it works for Measure B education encouragement funding is that they do budgets for every 4 years. So the city of Gilroy is allocated $35,648 a year. So fiscal years 18, 19, 20, and 21 have already been given to us, and they're available for use. That gives us around $142,592 to be able to use. We are currently right now in fiscal year 20. So what you're going to see on Monday is a budget amendment for fiscal year 20. Now, what really needed to happen is that there needed to be a budget amendment for fiscal years 18, 19, and 20 to get us caught up to today, which would give us around $106,000 to spend. Staff realizes that it's a mistake that they can't take back right now, but what they will do is in May, they will do another budget amendment to include the rest of the amount. So we will have basically a total of $142,592. Big numbers that you have here. And we will have that available to spend all the way through the end of next year. So the items that we want to spend this money on, it's going to be basically supporting the Gilroy Bicycle Pedestrian Commission at community engagement events, giving away stuff like this. These are bike lights. What we want to see a program like this is not be able to just give them out to the community, but for police officers that are out there and they're patrolling at night and they notice that somebody is riding a bike and they don't have a light, which is required by law, rather than pulling them over, giving them a citation, telling them they should have a light. Here's a light for you. So what we want to be able to do is, and we learned this at the Bike Summit from Cal Bike of another program, where basically rather than giving citations, they're giving out the lights. So that's one of the things we want to do here. It provides us a pop-up tent and a nice little barriers around the side, because when we do give out bike helmets at some of these events, our lines get pretty long. So it'll allow us to be able to coordinate it. And at the same time, having a pop-up tent really makes us available to go anywhere in the city on any given day, push it out there on social media, let followers know, and just surprise people and sit there and talk about bike and ped education, events, different things you can do in the schools to help with safe routes to school, and then infrastructure projects that are happening around the city. The pop-up tent will, basically have on different sides of advertisement. Will say like Bike Gilroy, Walk Gilroy. So it's a good advertisement thing too. So we have a couple of events coming up that we want to get that done for. We're going to be at the Makers Fair at the Gilroy Library in May, and then Bike to Work Day is May 14th on a Thursday, and we'll be down at the Caltrain station like we are every year, giving away stuff. So those are just a few of the updates. Can't think of anything else. Just please support Bitter TapHouse. They should probably be open soon. There's no construction on the inside, much that they have to do. It's an old historic home. Actually, I learned something special, that it was actually the home of Mayor Princeville back in the day, and I don't remember the architect, but someone could probably correct me who made that. So should be a beautiful place, beer garden out back. They'll be serving some light sandwiches, but these owners really want to utilize all the restaurants around them to create a synergistic effect of being able to use to support other businesses as well. All right, thank you very much.